Alright, back again with another collection video, this time going through my Artificial Eye Blu-ray collection, or Artificial Eye slash Curzon, if that's how it's pronounced, because that's what they go by now. They changed the name. They've changed their packaging so many times, like this is just a nightmare to put on a shelf, as you'll see in a moment. It doesn't work well with anyone that has OCD tendencies. Right, so Artificial Eye, a British company, they do a lot of high-profile box sets, cover a lot of high-profile directors. And in terms of size, I don't think my collection is anything special here. But I do have enough of these larger box sets that I want to dedicate an entire video for this company specifically. So let's start off with one of the big ones, or the biggest one in terms of size at least. I've got the Lars von Trier box set, 14 Blu-ray disc set. There you have a list of all the movies included. It's basically everything you would want except for Dancer in the Dark, which is unfortunate because Dancer in the Dark should be included in a box set like this. I guess they have some licensing issues or whatever. But yeah, I'll open this one up. It's pretty damn nice. It has this band around it. Remove it, and it comes out of the like this. So this is hollow. Put it on the side, and the artwork here is just insanely good. Reminds me of Salvador Dali or someone like that, with the melting clocks and everything. Yeah, and then we have two. Well, this one doesn't have melting clocks, but you know what I mean. And then these movies are in these two sets here. So this is the first set, I think. So you have some portrait style art for each movie. That's Breaking the Waves. And it opens like this. It just keeps going. It's impossible to fit on screen at once. So yeah, that's the art on this side. And on this side we have some more art. Right, and then you have the discs on the other side. Right. So what do we have here? I haven't seen any of these early movies. So for most of my collection videos, I usually do it in a way that I start with the stuff that I've seen and played if it's video games, and then I'll go to the backlog. This time I can't really do that because most of the box sets here I've seen maybe one or two movies from. So there's always something that I haven't watched. So this box set I've only seen, I think, 3 movies from. I always mean to go back to this and watch more of them, but yeah, The Element of Crime, Epidemic, Europa, haven't seen them, these early ones. Breaking the Waves I did watch quite recently for the first time. It's a bit of a tough movie to get through, simply because it's 2 hours and 40 minutes long, but I think it's definitely worth it. It's a great movie about this woman that has some issues with her mental health, and this man who works at an oil rig and is then involved in an accident. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes of their suffering, basically. And that's pretty usual when it comes to Lars von Trier. It's just a bunch of good people getting tortured for long periods of time. The Idiots I haven't seen, Dogville, and then The 5 Obstructions, I don't even know what that is. So, out of these movies, I've only seen Breaking the Waves, but Lars von Trier as a director is interesting enough for me to just, buy a box set like this, even if I've seen just a couple of movies, because I know that I will watch the rest of the stuff at some point. Right, and the box set itself is so freaking nice looking. Right, then we have another set of movies here. These are the more recent ones. First off, we have some art. also a poster. I'll show the poster and the art cards in just a second, right? So here we have, let's do it like this, incredible footage. So there you have Willem Dafoe from Antichrist. Looks like Nathan Fallon. I don't know what movie that is. Kirsten Dunst, I think. There should also be Gainsbourg here somewhere. There's Gainsbourg. And then you have Dylan as well. So, yeah. So what are the movies here? We've got some movies that I haven't watched. Manderley and The Boss of It All. Don't know anything about them. Antichrist I've seen twice. The first time I watched it was when it came out originally in the late, what is it called in English, like the early 2000s, but just like 2008, 2009, somewhere around that time. And I didn't like the movie at all. I saw it in some low quality DVD, and I just didn't really vibe with it at all. I thought it was extremely pretentious. Then I rewatched it from this disc, and I have to say the movie is a lot better when you see it in high definition. Just incredible visuals with Willem Dafoe standing in the fern fields and everything like that. Looks great. I also understood much more about the movie this time around. So, yeah. Antichrist, a pretty controversial movie. Has some quite harrowing imagery in it, genital mutilation and stuff like that. So, this is a guy who definitely liked. I speak in past tense because he doesn't make movies anymore. What does he have? Does he have Parkinson's or something? He has some sort of a medical issue that prevents him from working anymore. So he doesn't direct anymore. So that's why the past tense. He definitely liked annoying people and being a provocateur. Melancholy and Nymphomaniac I haven't seen. The House That Jack Built, that's a sick movie, man. Both in good and bad terms, just a sick movie. There are some scenes in The House That Jack Built that I never thought I would see in a movie by such a high-profile director and in such a high-profile movie. Like the hunting scene, I'm not going to spoil anything about it, but the hunting scene with the family in the woods, that's it's definitely something. Oh yeah, there's also art cards I forgot and some posters that are included. I'll briefly take a look at them. So there's one. Lars von Trier, Enduring Provocations. That's one poster. And then there is another one. This one's larger. Let's see if I can even fit it on screen. Oh, it's the art from the box set. It's the art that wraps around the box set, but just in this poster form. So can't really fit it properly on screen, but it's the same artwork. So and now there's the task of me putting everything back together. I also have to take out the other part of this. There are some art cards. Oh, well, no, there are posters as well. I thought they were art cards, but it's posters. What do we have? Oh, he created this Dogma art style collective, whatever, with some other people, and this is their manifesto, I guess. Part of the reason why many people find him quite pretentious. And there is another part of it, the vow of chastity. Right. Oh, it's signed by Thomas Winterberg as well. Cool. So that's the manifesto of the Dogma 95 movement in poster form. Interesting. I didn't remember that was included, but there we go. There's also this book, Musings on Lars von Trier. Some imagery from behind the scenes and the movies, as well as writing. There's the man himself. There's Stellan Skarsgård. He's in a lot of the movies by von Trier. Willem Dafoe as well. He's great in Antichrist. And is it Matt Dillon? Or am I remembering the first name wrong? But yeah, he's great in The House That Jack Built. This is also from The House That Jack Built. Has this imagery taken from Dante's Inferno. Yeah. Trapped in a car with a serial killer. So, yeah. That's part of the booklet. I'm afraid of everything in life except filmmaking. Cool. Right, so that's the first box set. And this is why I dedicated an entire video just for this company, even though my collection is not nearly as large as it is for some of the other companies that I've covered. Because these box sets are massive. I have one more from this set of box sets. Let's put this maybe here or something like that. Maybe a little bit more on the side. All right. So I have another one of these box sets. I think they've released 4 of them so far. Two I don't have. I don't have the Bellatar one. I should get that one before it sells out. And then there is the one for Peter. Who is it for? It's the guy who directed Berberian Sound Studio. And what else did he direct? I can't remember. Well, he's a British director. Peter something, right? But I do have the Ruben Östlund box set. So as you can see, it's the same texture. It has this really nice, like cloth almost texture to the box set. It's really nice. So this one is not nearly as big in terms of content, but still the same quality. Let's take the band off. So this is limited to 1,000. What about the Von Trier one? It doesn't say if it's limited to something. No, it doesn't. Well, maybe it isn't limited. I hope it isn't, because everyone should look into getting this box set. I think it's fantastic. So Ruben Östlund, Swedish director. This one has a little bit of different style to it. It has this magnetic box design. And then you have all of the movies here in a similar style of like this large set, and a book, and also what is this? Östlund's Ordinary Disasters. Oh yeah, there's a playing card deck included, still sealed. Maybe I'll open it one day, but yeah, there you go. And it does have, what is this? I can't even remember what's in here. It's exciting for me as well. Get it out. And this is from Triangle of Sadness. The Captain's Dinner. Alright. Oh, these are art cards for each of the movies. Square. And these are one-sided. This is the movie this is the movie and the reason why I haven't gone through the whole set yet. Because I watched one of the movies and I hated it so much that I never went back to the set. I should probably, because his later movies are much better regarded and more fondly thought of. But yeah, I watched one movie from this set and it was so freaking bad that I never went back to the set. So more on that in just a moment. I'm just trying to put this box set back together before everything falls apart. There you go. Right, and then we have this. Again, some nice looking art. For each of the movies. A very different style in comparison to Lars von Trier, not nearly as dark. I guess many of these are considered comedies, but yeah, I watched the first movie, Guitar Mongot or Guitar Mongoloid, Well, the name of the movie is quite kind of hilarious. It comes from one of the characters in the movie. But yeah, I thought this movie was absolute trash, like 2 out of 10, almost unwatchable. It's trying to go for what like the same kind of style that Roy Anderson does with this sketch, like a sketch comedy style, where you have these individual sketch comedy sketches put together into a movie. But yeah, filmed with a bad quality, like handheld digital camera, just random people doing random stuff, and it's almost unwatchable. I absolutely hated the movie. And then the other ones I haven't seen, Involuntary Play. This is where he started getting recognition. Force Majeure, The Square, and then Triangle of Sadness. These ones are quite popular among certain people who are into art house movies. But yeah, I'll get to the back set. I'll get back to the box set at some point. Probably. Not a very glowing endorsement saying that I watched one movie from the box set and never went back to it because it was awful. But yeah, I'm assuming that everything else in here is better than the first one. Hopefully. Right. Then we have some other box sets. Let's go with this one first. This is the Bong Joon-ho set by Curzon Artificial Eye. These are the movies included. I've seen everything in this box set except for the black and white version of Parasite. Yeah, I like the pink and blue colors of this. And this one is also, again, in this sort of wraparound style of packaging. This one massive piece of paper with all of the discs included. Wow, I'm going to show the art. The art is quite minimalist this time. It's sort of hand-drawn imagery. I don't know how stimulating it is to watch this, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, what do we have here? We have Barking Dogs Never Bite. I think this one is one of his worst ones. It's the first he directed. It has it's like, I have a problem with Korean comedy. I just don't get it. That's probably my problem more than it is the movie's problem. But yeah, it's a comedy movie about killing dogs. It's kind of not my favorite subject matter. And you have scenes in this movie like where a dog is thrown out of a window and then splatters on the pavement down below, and it's shot in this really disgusting, taking close-ups of the splattered dog and everything. And it's supposed to be a comedy. I just don't get it. Memories of Murder. Many people like this movie as well. Like I'm just alienating everyone with here. I hate Memories of Murder. I never liked that movie either. It also has this very, very strange sense of humor that I just don't get. Where it's supposed to be funny, but it's also police brutality. But it's supposed to be at times funny, and I just don't get it. I simply don't get it. I also think the script is just ass. For multiple reasons, one being the comedy parts. It's like, what's up with the detective going around drop kicking people? Also, like, the guy just runs around drop kicking people. Okay, yeah, sure. I also let's keep talking about Memories of Murder. I think I have to. Like this, I think this movie has like an 8.3 or 8.4 in IMDb, and people love it. So I guess I have to talk a little bit more about it than just saying that I think it's garbage. Well, it's supposed to be a critique of police brutality and like police corruption. I think that it's just it's so childish in the way that it handles the topic. All of the cops are just going around drop kicking people and just beating up disabled children. It's so it is so over the top that I just cannot take it seriously. Like the political and societal commentary in the movie, I just cannot take it seriously because it's so ridiculously over the top. Just the contents of it. There's this scene in a movie where throughout the movie you have this disabled, like mentally disabled young boy who's one of the main side characters in the movie, and he's just brutalized by the police, and then he is just ran over by a train. And I just don't understand what people see in that movie that's so exceptional. I think, for example, True Detective, the TV show, does the same kind of. It has the same kind of dry style to it, but it's done so much better. And then if you want a critique of police corruption, police brutality, watch the movie Confessions of a Dog, the Japanese movie. That's 100 times better. Better in terms of handling that specific topic. Unfortunately, a very forgotten movie, but yeah. Okay, moving on. The Host. I think The Host is the first Bong movie that again, is it good? Not really, but it has a sense of humor in it that I kind of vibe with. It's this monster movie where this CGI monster just goes around and wrecks everything, kind of a spoof of Godzilla. And it's actually pretty damn funny. I enjoy The Host a lot. It's just a roller coaster ride, just a nonsensical roller coaster ride of a monster movie. I really like that one. And then Mother, I think, is Bong's masterpiece. Like, this is by far my favorite Bong movie. It's this extremely dark, like thriller / drama movie about this mother who tries to help his son get away with a crime without spoiling anything about it. There's this kid who is accused of committing a crime, and the mother is trying to hide the crime and then mess with the procedures afterwards. It's quite interesting. I like that one a lot. Snowpiercer, another movie that a lot of people love. I don't like Snowpiercer at all. I thought it was just stylistically a complete mess. It's all over the place. And also, if you've read the original comic book that it's based on, what a cop-out of a movie. They removed so many bits that are essential to the storyline. Like how they in the movie they have the cockroaches, where in the original story you have something completely different that the people are eating. And it makes much more sense in the original work as well. Yeah, Snowpiercer. And then we have Parasite, that won the Best Feature Film Oscar. It's pretty damn good. Is it the best movie I saw that year? Probably not. I can't remember what else came out that year, but there's probably something that I preferred over it. But yeah, it's your typical Korean high society, low society, socio-political commentary. If you watch Korean movies, like, that's basically what they go for all the time. Snowpiercer deals with the same thing. Memories of Murder also has the same stuff in it to a degree. Barking Dogs Never Bite, I think, as well. So, yeah. In terms of the social commentary, like, it's just basic stuff. It's what it is. It's all not all Korean movies, but it's so common that I just don't think it's anything special. Still a good movie. Right, and then we have some art cards for all of the movies. So basically, my opinion on Bong: Mother is a masterpiece. Parasite is really, really good. The Host is a fun movie, and everything else you can skip. And, well, I know that it's an unpopular opinion because most people specifically love the movies that I dismiss here, but, well, everyone is entitled to their taste. And you don't have to have the same opinion as I do. Enjoy whatever you enjoy. Can I get... Like this is again, I hate these. I hate these things. Why did I even take it off? In some of the earlier videos, I haven't taken off the bands because it's such a chore to get it back on. It's so difficult. It's always too tight. Right, there you go. Got it. Can I fit this up? Man. These box sets are difficult to show in any sort of sensible way. There you go. That's good enough. I didn't get it properly in place, but I'll do it off camera to move on. Right. Next up, we have one of the best box sets out there, or it was. There are newer prints of these movies, but I got the Andrei Tarkovsky collection with everything he directed before his death. Or if he directed something else, I don't know what. It's really tight. Can I get it out? Yes. It's one of these cases where you have to shake the whole freaking box to even get it out. But yeah, it's the same design again. Got some artwork for all of the movies. There you go, Solaris. That's the man himself. And then we got, this is Mirror. Oh, it's not every movie. All of the movies don't have art, actually. Interesting. But yeah, there you have Ivan's childhood. Just fantastic. Kind of a war movie. It's more about other stuff, but yeah, it has backdrop of a war. Then you got Andrei Rublev, all-time classic historical drama. You got Solaris, one of the great sci-fi movies ever made. Mirror, just a bizarre movie, but many people regard it quite highly. It has some of the greatest images I've ever seen in a movie. I prefer the ones that have more of a traditional narrative in them, like Solaris and Stalker, but that's just my personal preference. Stalker, what an absolute masterpiece that is. Post-apocalyptic sci-fi horror movie. And then you got Nostalgia and The Sacrifice, which I haven't watched. So 2 more for me to go in this box set. It's just, I watched the first 5 movies a couple of years ago. It's just, I don't want to watch the last movies because I know that after I've seen them, there's just nothing to go to. So I've been saving them for a special occasion. Just such a good director and incredible movies. One thing to know about this release is that there are newer prints of the movies. So the Criterion Blu-rays have different prints, and they, as from what I've been told, look better. So this is quite an old box set, but yeah, if you care about picture quality to that degree, the new Criterion Blu-rays that have been individually released have different and newer prints, right? Then I got a copy of the Roy Andersson collection. Now, there are many versions of this box set. I think there are 3 different ones. So the first one has A Swedish Love Story, Songs from the Second Floor, and You the Living. Then there's the second box set, which is this, that also has a pigeon sat on a branch reflecting on existence. And then there is a newer one that has the one that came after this, which I haven't seen. But yeah, this is a Swedish filmmaker specializing on these quite dry and dark comedy movies. So you have the You the Living, one of the funniest and most original films of its time, and that is absolutely correct. So you have these are like sketch comedies, and these are the older style boxes that come with these really nice narrow Blu-ray cases. Like, this is a great design because it takes so little space on a shelf. Yeah, you have A Swedish Love Story. This one I haven't watched. It's from the 1970s, I think. And then we have these. Like, these are fantastic. Songs from the Second Floor. It's definitely an acquired taste because these movies are extremely dry and dark. Extremely dry and dark when it comes to the humor. Monty Python meets Ingmar Bergman. That's quite a nice nice description for it. Yeah, a pigeon sat on a branch, reflecting on existence. What a great title! Beautifully shot, artfully funny, and oddly poignant. Right. Then 3 more box sets. I also got the Francois Truffaut collection. I probably butchered the name, but that's whatever. There are 2 box sets for his movies by Artificial Eye. I don't have the one with 400 blows and the other stuff in it. So, but yeah, this has 8 movies in it. I've only watched Shoot the Pianist, so the first one. It's all right. I wasn't blown away by it, but it's an enjoyable crime movie. It looks so nice with these little cases. Shoot the Pianist. We got Jules and Jim. This one I should watch just because it's probably after 400 blows his most highly regarded movie. Soft Skin. It's just that there is so much other stuff that I can be watching. Then it's just, it's difficult to find time for everything. I'm glad to have this box set because it interests me greatly. And I will get to it at some point. The Last Metro. Many of these movies probably also have newer prints by some other company. I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised. Many of these Artificial Eye box sets are quite old at this point. Finally, Sunday. Right. Then I've got one box set that is still sealed because I've watched all the movies way back in the day. So this is Krzysztof Kieslowski's 3 Colors trilogy, blue, white, and red. Just absolutely brilliant movies. Yeah, I haven't unboxed this because I should probably rewatch these at some point, but just haven't gotten to it. There's also a newer release for this set, I think from Artificial Eye / Curzon, because this is a really old box set. So there is a newer box set that has newer prints of the movies that probably substantially better in terms of picture quality. But yeah, got that. And then lastly, of the box sets, this is the most expensive box set in this video, which is saying quite a lot because this Lars von Trier set is quite pricey. I think this goes for like at least 150 euros at this point. I don't know if it's sold out, but it's really expensive. So, but yeah, this one has been sold out for how many long years? I think this box set is from 2010 maybe. It had been sold out for like a decade. So I got the Mizoguchi box set that has just a bunch of these old Kenji Mizoguchi movies from 1940s, I think. Actually, older. I think Story of the Last Chrysanthemums is from the 1930s. So old Japanese movies. The Story of the Last Chrysanthemums is, I think, an essential movie to watch if you're into Japanese movies. This is from 1939. When I watched this, I immediately put it in my 100 favorite movies of all time list that I have floating around on my hard drive. I just immediately went to there and just put it in there. It's incredible. Especially the main actor. What is his name? Does it say so here? It's probably one of these people, but I can't remember which one. But yeah, the main actor, the male actor specifically, is so incredible in that movie. Then we have Utamaro and his 5 women. These ones I haven't watched. From 1946, Sisters of the Gion. This one I watched one of these. I can't remember which one. Mizoguchi made so many movies about Japanese prostitutes that it's quite difficult to remember which one you've seen and which one you haven't. But these are both from 1936 as well. So yeah, 4 movies of early Japanese cinema. Right. Then I have here a stack of Blu-rays of movies that I've watched and another stack of ones that I haven't watched. Starting off, I think these are in alphabetical order. Starting off with Robert Bresson's A Man Escaped. Just a classic prison escape movie. I appreciate Bresson for not wasting the viewer's time. Like, there's nothing in his movies that's filler. And this is about 100 minutes, yeah, 100 minutes exact. There's nothing here that could be considered filler. It's so good. Then we have, what else do we have? A Separation by Asghar Farhadi. I think this won the Oscar for Best Foreign Language Film in 2012. Completely deserves it. Just incredible. Some of the best scripts in modern cinema, like Asghar Farhadi. Not just this, but also The Salesman and what is the other one? The one with the laundry company people. I can't remember the name of it. It's past something. Yeah, Asghar Farhadi makes these incredible human drama movies. So just I don't know. I don't even know what to say. It's incredible. It's insanely good. Another one, like the quality level here is like, this is on par with Criterion Collection in my opinion in terms of quality. So next up we have Michael Haneke's Amour. Probably a top 5 movie for me from the 2010s. Just incredibly beautiful movie about this elderly couple. And also because it's a Michael Haneke movie, it's really dark. It goes into really dark places. Then we have a French movie, Blue is the Warmest Color. Also known as, I think it's the story of Adele Part 1 and Part 2, something like that. Directed by Abdelatif Kechic. I don't know anything about the director, but this one, I saw this in a theater when it came out, 2013. I think I saw this in 2014. This sort of, it's like it's an erotic drama, like a relationship drama. It's really long, like 3 hours long at least. How long is it? 177 minutes, so exactly 3 hours long. Probably the best movie I've seen that deals with like the topic of sexual minorities. The main characters are lesbians, and Lea Seydoux also. I think this is one of the first movies I saw her in, and she's really good here. This came out just before Grand Budapest Hotel, for example, where she's also great. Then we have one of my favorite documentaries of all time, Faces Places by Agnes Varda. There is also a box set of Agnes Varda that Artificial has released. I should get that one. I should upgrade to it. But yeah, it's quite expensive. Haven't done it yet. So yeah, Faces Places. Agnes Varda also did The Gleaners and I, which I don't unfortunately have in a collection. I think it's also a Curzon Artificial Eye release. Then we have Ida by Paweł Pawlikowski, a great modern Polish director. Black and white movie about this like nun who goes to just regular society to see what it's like. And it's great. It's really good. Like everything else here it's so freaking good. This one I wouldn't put on the same level as any of the ones before here, but I quite enjoyed this one as well. I saw this in the theater too, I think in 2016. So this is Mustang, which is a Turkish movie by Deniz Gamze Ergüven, something like that. It's about this countryside. It's about this very fundamentalist countryside life in Turkey, where these young girls are being sold off into forced marriage, and they start revolting against it, which is probably not a very good idea in a fundamentalist, religious, very traditional society. Then we have Paolo Sorrentino's The Great Beauty, another one of these, some of the greatest 2010s movies of all time caliber. So it's a story about life and art and everything. Incredible stuff. The people who know me, who are watching this, are probably waiting right now for me to complain about the CG in a movie, and I will do just that, because every time the name of this movie is mentioned, I have to say the only thing that I dislike about this is that they used CG animals. Right? If the movie is about the great beauty and you want to put a giraffe in your movie, just get a real giraffe, you freaking moron. Why do you have a low quality CGI giraffe in your movie, or an elephant or whatever? I think it's a giraffe. There are some other animals there as well. Right? They are all CG, and I hate that. but the movie is really good. That's just a minor complaint. Just a pet peeve of mine. If a movie has noticeably bad CG in otherwise a great movie, it annoys me so much. You could have just gone to some zoo and borrowed a giraffe for an afternoon. Come on. It's easy. No, well, probably it's not that easy, but still. Okay. And then I have one movie by Bela Tarr. This is The Turin Horse, the last one that he made, I think, from 2012 or around that time. And well, it's a Bela Tarr movie, so it's like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 155 minutes, yeah. 155 minutes of just droning dark ambient music and these people living in the middle of nowhere, carrying buckets and riding horses. It doesn't sound very exciting, but it has a hypnotic quality to it that's quite compelling. So yeah, if you're into slower movies and don't feel the need for action, The Turin Horse is great. Right, so that's the stuff that I watched. And then I have a around similar size stack here for movies that I haven't seen yet. Starting off with one that I should watch. This is 13 Assassins by Takashi Miike. A surprisingly highly regarded samurai movie from the 2000s of all decades. Not that many 2000s samurai movies that are highly regarded. Then I have one movie by Hirokazu Koreda. This one I haven't seen yet. I think this is the only one I own by him that I haven't watched. Just easily my favorite director of the 90s and 2000s from Japan. Then I have a bunch of movies that I know basically nothing about. Maybe I'll do all of them now, because I have some good ones to end with. Right. So I found a stack of 4 artificial eye movies for €4 a piece. So obviously I'm going to take them. I have no idea what these movies are, but they were really cheap. If I find something like this for really cheap, I'll always get it. Just, for the off chance that it's really good. If it's not really good, I can sell it off and I'll, even make a profit from it. So, for the American viewers, who are like 80% of the people who watch these videos, €4, what is that, like $3 maybe? Around that amount. So yeah, Let the Sun Shine In, some sort of a romantic comedy. I know nothing about it. It has Gerard Depardieu in it. I butchered his name. Also Juliette Binoche, so two great actors. Then I got Fill the Void by someone called Rama Burstein. I have no idea what this movie is even about. Oh, it's about some Jewish wedding or whatever. Orthodox Jews and weddings. Okay. Israeli. Oh, it's an Israeli movie. Well, that's topical. Moving on. There's Pedro Almodovar, Wild Tales. Don't know anything about this. And I also got It's Only the End of the World, which has Vincent Cassel in it and Lea Seydoux, and Marion Cotillard. So, I butchered all of the French names. Too bad. Yeah. Who is this by? I don't even know who these people are. Well, there we go. So, yeah, I got those for really cheap, so they are in the collection now. Then I have some other ones here that I'm supposed to watch, but I haven't. Portrait of a Lady on Fire by Celine Sciamma. This movie was extremely well liked when it came out. So I'll check it out at some point. I think I also have a Finnish Blu-ray of that. I think I have 2 copies of that movie. Haven't watched it. Then Kieslowski. This is the main one by him that I haven't seen. The Double Life of Veronique. Should be fantastic. I'll get to it when I get to it. There's also other Kieslowski movies other than this box set and this one that Curzon has released. Short film about killing and short film about love. Those are fantastic. I've seen them, but I don't have them in a collection. And then lastly, one more. This is Of Gods and Men, which should be incredibly good, but just haven't watched it. Still sealed. It's about these sort of... it's about the killing of religious, like monks or whatever. Like a monastery massacre. And the aftermath of that. Should be pretty good. So, there you go. Is it centered now? I'll shift these around a little bit to get it more centered. Right, there we go. Nah, let's go a little bit back the other way. That's good enough. Right, that's centered enough. So that's my artificial eye collection. Hope you enjoyed this one. I'll be back again next time with some more Blu-ray collection videos, probably. Now is the time that I don't have enough stuff by any single company to make a separate video about, so I'll start doing like compilations. I'll probably, let's put it this way. I'll start with BFI, 101 Films and Second Sight, and then after that I'll do Vinegar Syndrome, Umbrella, like Blue Underground, Code Red, all the other ones. Network, I have just a couple of releases by all of those. So yeah, I'll do a couple of compilation videos that has the rest of the boutique Blu-ray, like the collectible limited edition stuff and everything like that in them. Yeah, I'll do 2 collection updates next month. One with imports in them, and then one that is just a regular one. I'll do a separate one for the imports, just because I want to talk about importing video games and stuff like that, which I haven't talked about much. So yeah, that's what's going to happen next. So I'll see you again at some point in the near future. Bye.